A fighter for peace in Detroit is now fighting for his life.
Yeah, Minister Malik Shabazz is hospitalized tonight. Fox News' Hillary Golson is live in the newsroom with the very latest. And Hillary, anyone who's covered Detroit for years knows how important this man is to so many groups across this region.
Yeah, and I think not just groups, but people who have been with the minister as he stood next to them as they look for justice. He has talked to many families throughout time, as you know, who don't know who killed their loved one or if their loved one is missing. He's been fighting for these families on the street for decades. Now, what he's facing right now is what he describes as an incurable infection. And there's great concern that it might put him at risk for heart disease, possibly another heart attack or stroke or even death. And that's what he said. I mean, all of us have to think about our own mortality. And he said, I am facing death. Those are some very profound words. I want you to listen to a little bit of our conversation. What the prognosis is.
I have two infections. One over here, blood infections. Hey, Mayor Mike. Hey, brother.
Glad to see you, my friend.
And we caught that moment that Mayor Mike Duggan came to visit Malik Shabazz in the hospital. There you see them embracing warmly. I had to ask the mayor, what kind of impact has Shabazz had over the course of time? Of course, we all know it, but the mayor had a very particular take on it. Take a listen.
Sat in this hospital about a year ago when they told you you didn't think you were going to make it, and you defied all of the odds. You've demanded more from the citizens. You made the city better.
Right. At times I demanded more from the mayor.
More than once.
Nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah.
We have to hold officials accountable, right?
No doubt. Justice Christ brought me back each time for his will to finish a specific mission, a mission of love and peace and power and prosperity.
So you heard it there. He is on a mission. He's not going to stop the mission. Obviously, as a minister, what's at the center of his life is faith. So the Christian tradition informs a lot of what he believes, is possible. There he said that 3 times before this, his heart stopped and he was revived. And that's what he's leaning on now, that something can happen, a miracle can happen to him in the hospital despite this incurable bacterial infection. The prognosis, obviously, from the hospital team. He's ready to go home, ready to go back from Henry Ford Hospital and just, continue the fight. That is something he is absolutely committed to. Back to you guys.
Yeah, Hillary, just a little bit more about the medical part of it, because so many people are shaking their heads going, why can't they do anything? But it's this inability to take in blood thinners, right? That's really causing an issue here, because not being able to take those blood thinners can then cause all kinds of other heart issues and a risk of stroke. There's some serious problems that he could be facing because of that.
Yeah, and as I said at the outset there, absolutely not being able to take the blood thinners is a big part of the problem here. But you have to understand that when you have someone who has a very complicated medical history, he suffered that very severe heart attack back in 2023 and never fully recovered from that. You can easily be immunocompromised when you have a very complicated medical history, as Malik Shabazz does. So this is a complicated case. Of course, none of us are medical professionals, but he is thinking that not being able to have these blood thinners could be at the crux of it. But of course, there were other things going on here. And I think the most important thing that all of us can do is keep him in our thoughts and prayers. And I think keeping your spirits high can never be a bad thing. And as the mayor said there, so many times they thought this would be the end.
Sure.
And it hasn't. So
Yeah.
we're going to hang our hats on that.
100%.
And let the hospital team do what they do, which is the medical part.